Hi dear students, a warm good morning to one another. Welcome to Vidyanagar online classes. Today we can discuss the remaining portion of the chapter 1 economics, the story of village palampur. The last two classes we discussed about the factors of production, land, labor and capital, physical capital. So we can discuss the remaining portions of this chapter. So here one of the subtitle is land is fixed. So in the case of the palampur, we can take the all over India case of the land. Here in palampur, 75% of the people is engaging in the farming. 75% of the people engaging in the farming activity, and here remaining 25 only engaged in different types of the occupations. So at present also majority of the peoples are engaging in our farming activity. And in palampur, like other villages, population explosion came to happen. That is why people need to get more land for cultivation. So they cleared many waste land for cultivation. So they expanded the cultivation. That is why according to the population explosion, population increase, they can cultivate their land. So once again, in our palampur village, 75% of the people are engaging in the farming activity. And here population explosion came to happen here in this small village. So people needing more land for cultivation. So they taken the waste land using different method to make the wasteland for cultivation. And with the help of the modern technology, they using the wasteland and converting the wasteland to the different cultivation. That is why people can cultivate many crops in the land. And in India we can see that majority of the farmers at present is using the traditional method of farming. At present also the majorities of the peasants or the farmers from India using and depending the traditional method of cultivation. Many area people at present also using the plough also they using, and traditional method of irrigation they using, and manure and other activities also they taken the traditional method. So in a tense being, India peasants are gradually converting from the old system to new system. They are going to using the modern method of cultivation and technology in their land also, and government also played a crucial role for helping and stable them for using this method. And here also we can say how to produce more crops in one land and how to increase the production. So for that things, India modern inputs are going to using by the farmers in their land. Especially in India, the states called Punjab, Haryana and Western Uttar Pradesh. States called Punjab, Haryana and Western Uttar Pradesh. Peoples are or farmers are going to using the first upon the modern inputs in our land. So we can check which are the modern input that using by the farmers in their land for making more production. First modern inputs are high yield varieties of the seed. High yield varieties of the seed they using for their land. So this seed helping the farmers to getting more production from a single plot of land. And next one are these high yield varieties of the HYV, high yield varieties of the seeds. These seeds are providing more yield from the land. That is, these seeds are developing in their laboratories also. That is why it is having more production. And second one, the farmers are going to using modern fertilizers, chemical fertilizers using their land, and chemical fertilizers providing more yield from a single crop of land also. And third one is called modern farm machineries also using. Modern farm machineries also going to using thrashing machine, the tractors they are going to using, and different tools are there going to using their land. So that including the modern farm machinery. So once again we can check here modern inputs, high yield varieties of the seeds they are going to using. Second one, fertilizer they are using chemical fertilizer. Third one, modern farm machineries also they using in their land. And last one, pesticides also they using their land. Pesticides also giving protection to the crops in their land, especially from the pest attack. Against pest attack, farmers are going to using the chemical pesticides. Chemical fertilizer they using, chemical pesticides also they using against especially the harmful lot of these species. Especially we can say that pesticides also they using their land also. And third one, I already told you, the farmers of the Punjab, Haryana and Western UP, they are practicing modern method of the input in their land. Modern methods of the input they are using their land by the farmers of the Punjab, Haryana and Western UP. So that's about this land is fixed area. Once again I repeating, just listen to me. And here the 75% of the people they were farming in the land of areas of the palampur. And in this palampur village also, we already discussed that majority of the land is owned by the upper caste people from this area, and the land is fixed one. And here population explosion is going to happen. So that is why people need to getting more land for cultivation. So the people are going to clear wasteland for cultivation. So wasteland cultivation, wasteland clearances and conversions is gradually happen in their village. And for getting more production from a fixed plot of land and from crops, our farmers are going to using the different modern inputs. The using of the modern inputs, first of all starting by the peoples of the farmers of the Punjab, Haryana and Western UP. It including varieties of the high yield seeds they are going to using, chemical fertilizer going to using by the farmers, then modern farm machineries they are using, it including the farm tools, then tractors, thrashing machine, then harvesting machine, everything including this one. Then chemical pesticides also they using, chemical pesticides also they using. And that's about this one. And next one, apart from this modern inputs, our farmers from the Palampur and India, they testing different irrigation method. And India, different corner of India, especially we can see our northeastern states and some remote villages, and present also farmers using traditional method of irrigation. So as a due to time of being, lot of the changes is taken place in the case of the irrigation also. So we can discuss what happened in the irrigation area. So modern irrigation going to practice in our India. It also practicing by the Punjab, Haryana and West UP farmers. And here that including canals is going to construct in large scale, and pump sets going to using by the farmers, and electricity also played a crucial role for the development of the farming activity, and dams are constructed large scale. So at present our government are spending a lot of crore rupees for constructing the dams, and dams have two purposes, multi-purposes. First one generating electricity, second one irrigation activity. So these dams are also helping farmers to getting enough water for their land. And modern pump set they going to using. Canals are constructing large scale. Pump set also setting through electricity. So electrical pump sets also they using. So it helping the farmers for getting more yield from their land. That's about the irrigation method. And next area we can discuss, will land is sustain or not. So we discussed that how to convert the land into a productive one. So next we can discuss the impact of all this method of technology and modern method. First one, India, overuse of the land is going to become a lot of issues. First one, according to some scientists and scientific reports, modern methods taken land for many usages, and over usages is going to deplete the natural resources also. So land is again and again are using with the help of the our modern method of input. As a result of this one, over usages the land going to decay the qualities of the land. And here now India we can see a green revolution is took place. Now India, M.S. Swaminathan is the father of the Indian green revolution. Green revolution first upon took place in two crops, that is wheat and rice. So all these methods are so first upon practiced and implementing in the two major staple crop of our India, that is rice and our wheat. So here also green revolution, that is a revolution in our India in the case of the agriculture. We got a lot of production and we got surplus production from the fixed product land, and this green revolution have many positive impact. But one negative impact is that it is creating and it is causing the loss of soil fertility. Soil fertility going to depleting year to year because of usages of the chemical fertilizers and pesticides. And with the help of the irrigation, we are expanding cultivation to many areas. So production we got, surplus we got, we are exporting and many crops to other countries also. But one negative impact is that these canals, then over usages of the pump sets and dams, that also damaging the water cycle in our India. Water table going to deplete, and many farmers in their farmland also they digging the tube well. That tube well and this types of the irrigation method overusing the water table and their resources, and it is negatively harming the our water table issues also. So that's about the irrigation methods and the how to happen to the our land. So once again I repeating this area. Farmers are using different irrigation methods in their land. Those are the part of the modern inputs and methods. And here canals they are using for cultivation and for irrigation activity. And pump sets also they are using electrical pump sets, and dams also constructed many for irrigational activity. With the help of this irrigation method, farmers got enough water for their plot, and even an year, even the summer season and off season itself, they can cultivate their land. Why? Because our Indian cultivation and farm is depending the monsoon. So apart from the monsoon season, off season also with the help of the irrigation canal, dams and pump sets, they can cultivating their land. And next one, how to happen to the land, the impact of these all methods. First one, scientific report proved that modern methods, that is overusing our natural resources, that are going to deplete the resources in our India. And another one, green revolution. Green revolution have many positive sides, but one negative side is that it is causing for loss of the soil fertility. It is causing for the loss of the soil fertility, and mainly two factors there. First one, chemical fertilizers and pesticides over usages, especially chemical fertilizers. Chemical fertilizers using in the soil in the large scale, it is automatically damaging the soil fertility. That's about the first one. And water tables affected by the over irrigation methods, especially in Punjab region we can see, Haryana region, Western UP region. Many part of the plot land, cultivable land, we can see many tube well. That tube well overtaking or the overusing the water table or the water from the water table, and it damaging the availability of the water flow and water table also. So that's about this part. The next part of our chapter, how is land distributed in our Palampur village? How is the land distributed in our Palampur village? Out of 1/3 families, that means out of 450 families, 1/3 families are landless in our Palampur village. We discussed that in Palampur village total 450 families are living here. Out of this 1/3 families are landless. We have discussed that only 80% of the people or the families are very rich. They were the upper caste people. They owned many land from this small village. So out of 450, 1/3 families are landless. And here 150 families, most of the families are, that is out of this 150, they were landless. Out of 150 families, most of the families are Dalit community. Out of this 150, most of them are Dalit community, and they were the landless community also. So out of 150 families, Dalit are majority are them, and they were landless people. And here 240 families only owned 2 hectares of the land. In this village, 240 families only owned 2 hectares of the land. That is why they can practice cultivation in a 2 acre or a small area. So they got only the small profit and earning from their land. And in this village, the 60 families of the medium and large family, they cultivate more than 2 hectares of the land. Mainly 60 families of medium plus large families, they cultivate more than 2 hectares of the land. And here the large families are owned and practiced cultivation in the 10 hectares of the land also. So the large families are cultivating more than 10 hectares. They are practicing cultivation in a big area. That is why they got more earnings and profit from the land also. Okay, so once again I will explain this distribution of the land. So out of 450, 1/3 families are landless. From this number, out of 450, 150 families, majority were the Dalit. They were landless community. And 240 families, they only owned 2 hectares of the land. So that is why they can practice only a small area. So they got only a little profit and earning from the land. And 60 families of the medium and large family, they are practicing cultivation more than 2 hectares of the land. And the large families, only a microscopic minority. They owned many plot of land and they also cultivating more than 10 hectares of the land. So many landless farmers are hired. Many landless farmers are taken their labor in this land also, their land also. Okay, that's about this, how is land distributed. And next one, who will provide the labor? Who will provide the labor? A small area and a simple area also. Okay, and here small farmers, their case we can take first. And here in a small family, families members are engaging the cultivation activity. That is why they can cutting the cost of labor. In a village, we can see that in a farming community, all the members especially directly and indirectly engaging their labor in their land. That is why they not need to hire labor from outside. Every members are actively participating in the cultivation activities. So automatically they can cutting the cost of labor. And they can save some amount through this their hard work. And next one, medium and large families and farmers, they hired labor from the farm laborers also. Once again, the medium and large farmers, medium and large farmers, they cultivated more than 2 hectares of land. These medium and large farmers hired many laborers to their land. And here many laborers to this way and this section, they came from the landless community. Because we discussed that automatically here we can say the Dalit community. This Dalit community, most of them are landless and they working in the land of the medium and large farmers because they have no land. They compelled to work the others' land. They became the casual laborer. And here in the that's about this case. And many we can see that in the large our farmers, more than 10 hectares of the land, they hired many laborers. Many laborers or the hired laborers came from the landless community. They only came to their land for getting a daily wages. And apart from this one, mainly 2 hectares of the land cultivation. In their land they are cultivating, but it is not enough for meeting their family. That is why many time in the off season itself, they taken labor from the medium and large families or the large families also. And next one, for this cultivation, our farmers needing to get or needed the capital. Capital investment is the most important part of the cultivation. So the small farmers, they can't save more, but because of this all issue. Because they have only a small plot of land, they need to cultivating a small area also itself also. So that is why they can save more. So our smart farm is for next agricultural season, they need to get capital in the form of money and tools, especially financial capital or the money. For arranging this capital or the money, they are compelled to borrow money from the money lenders. The money lenders, we can say every villages, some 2 or 3 money lenders is it. And these money lenders are providing loan or the money to the needed people. And they are imposing high interest rate itself. And here, our small farmers, each and every agricultural season, they compelled to take money from the money lenders in a high interest rate. The money lenders may be in a trader also. And after the harvesting time, money lenders also retaken this amount also. So that is why next season itself they have no saving. But in the case of the large farmers, they have enough production, they have enough profit also. They have a high profit and high yield from their land. That is why they can meet the capital or the expenses for the next agricultural season itself. That's about this area. Once again, our India, the farmers are compelled to, or especially the small farmers, compelled to take money from the money lenders in a high interest rate. Money lenders may be in the name of the trader itself. And apart from this one, we can say that here, our large farmers, they don't need to arrange the capital in this way. Why? Because large farmers are cultivating about 10 hectares of the land. That is why they have a lot of the land for cultivation. Again, mainly we can say about the 10 hectares. And from their land, they got more profit and yield. They sold their production to the market itself. So they got more earning. That earning they can use for the next agricultural season as a capital. Okay, so here the conditions of the small farmers are very pathetic. That's about who will provide the labor and their condition also. So thank you for watching this video. I hope that you understand very well in this module. If you have any doubt from this part, you can clear it through live session. Otherwise, you have any doubt, you can text message through text message and WhatsApp call itself. You can clear it. Okay, thank you for all.